But,
that's huge.
when you're reading something in the Bible, pay attention to your feelings, because that's your connection to source energy. That is your connection to God right there, is those feelings. And if it feels bad, that's a message. Hey, turn the page, close the book, find something else that's going to bring you joy, because that feeling good spot, when you can hit that, that your canoe's in the water and you're just flowing right down the stream,
One of the guys on my forum, Bill, mentioned something today, and it really stuck with me, about how Jesus was making all these manifestations. And the power elite, I love how he used that word, because it kind of relates to what's going on in today's society. The power elite became envious of him, and they had to get rid of him. So, if you kind of put it in today's terminology, I love Nassim Haramein. He's a physicist. And he was saying how the Ark of the Covenant was a anti-gravity machine, which totally makes sense the way he presents it in his video. And he goes on to say that, Jesus might have been an extraterrestrial or something along that line. And, if they had written the Bible in those terms, I think a lot of people would be more interested in it than they are right now.
Yeah, well, I think that's why we got George Lucas, because he kind of gives us the Bible in an updated version, because he talks about the light side and the Jedi and the dark side, and and Jesus, I really feel was, he used to say, ye are gods, you can do this, you can do the same thing I'm doing. What he was teaching was empowerment and enlightenment. He's, stop buying into the story that you're hearing, because
everything he can do, we can do, and then more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's definitely the pattern, and he could be alien. I mean, we could all be alien. I mean, so
nowadays, Tom, nothing surprises me. There isn't one thing that could possibly happen in my life that I would just drop my jaw and say, "Oh my God." That's the way things are going nowadays. It's just all these crazy things are happening, and you kind of expect it.
So you got some big things coming down the road here. You got some kind of a film that you put together, right?
This is great. And I've gotten permission from so many incredible people. David Wilcock, who's going to be on your show in a couple weeks.
Yeah, he'll be on in 2 weeks. I think
early November.
I think this is going to be the fourth time he's been with us. Yeah, David's awesome.
He's agreed to let me use his material, and I've gotten agreements from Alex Ansari, who has his own show. I'm working with Greg Braden right now, and a bunch of people. I just got an agreement to use some of Dolores Cannon's material from Moving into a New Earth, and she's kind of the one that got me into
hypnosis.
Oh gosh, are you familiar with Dolores?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. The whole New Earth idea is just fascinating, and so I'll be putting some of her stuff on this movie, and really it's a total antithesis of the whole perspective of 2011 or /12. To me, you have these two sides that are against each other. You have the Kalaman Arguelles 2011 group and the Jenkins Wilcock 2012 group. And this movie kind of just ties everything together and says, hey guys, let's just put everything aside. What's going on? What can we expect, despite what the date says?
So, what do you think is going to happen?
Oh gosh, that's the reason why I built my website. When I first heard about 2012, as did many people when they first heard about it, they hear all the negative stuff, the cataclysm, the apocalyptic scenarios, and so on and so forth. And I thought, oh my God, I got to buy a bunker and live on top of a hill somewhere.
Yeah, well, that's part of that fear thing. Who knows where it may be coming from,
If you type in 2012 Mayan calendar, the first 10 pages are predominantly fear-based web pages. My web page is buried somewhere on Google, and it gives one of the most comprehensive and positive views, but it gets buried back there. But I did my research on it, and the more I researched it, the more I realized that there is nothing apocalyptic about 2012. If you researched all of the prophecies are based on the Dresden Codices, the Popol Vuh, the Chalam Balam, these old ancient Mayan texts. None of them state that 2012 is going to be an apocalyptic event. And that's when I said, you know what, this has got to get out there to the public. And I started building my website, and it's evolved into something huge right now, and it keeps growing. But I see 2012 as a wonderful, wonderful time where we have this window of opportunity starting right now, or whenever anyone listens to this radio broadcast, up until 2012 or maybe sometime afterwards. But we have this window of opportunity where we're in the process of transcending time and money. There are so many changes that are going to be going on in the next few years for those who have awoken that anything is possible. Anything.
Yeah. I agree with you. And, I think that we could both agree that more and more people are feeling that something is going on.
When you
something
combine...
is accelerating.
Mm-hmm. You look at all those crop circles that indicate a 2012 end date, and the increase in, UFO activity as evidenced by all the videos out there on YouTube and all. Something huge is happening right now.
Yeah,
huge.
And I guess it's the definition, because when you say end date, that may send shivers up somebody's spine.
Yeah.
But it's really a shift, isn't it? It's like a shift of consciousness.
Yes.
Where we really have to kind of go through all of this clearing, let's say, and structures breaking down, so we can usher in this newness.
Exactly.
Okay?
You look at these money markets collapsing and everything, and people are losing money in the stock markets and everything, housing foreclosures. It's all needed right now. There has to be a clearing, a cleansing, a cleaning going on for us to start over again. Dolores Cannon's view on this is really interesting too, and I'm sure you'll resonate with that. She said that there will come a period of time where it's possible that we'll fall asleep for a week-long sleep and wake up, and there will be 5D Earth. Those who are ready to make the transition, there it will be. And I'm not sure what will happen to those who aren't ready, but as it stands right now, if there was a decision on how many people are going and how many people aren't, there's not a lot of people that are ready for this transition right now because they're still living in that vibration of fear.
Gee, so that's why we're here, right, Greg?
That's right. Planting the seed of enlightenment.
We might as well just keep talking our talk and telling as many people. And,
that's right.
I was talking to some friends, some other professionals in the field, and we came to the realization that, and this is all across the planet. I'm talking to people in South Africa and England and the other coast, and it's like we're discovering the same things in different times, and then we compare notes, and all of a sudden we go, wait a minute, I just read about that, or I was just there, or something. It's almost like we're all holding hands and supporting each other.
Yeah.
And people like you, with your website, will open up a lot of eyes. And, hey, it's 4 years away. There's a lot can happen in 4 years, especially with this time thing, because...
Yeah, with Terence McKenna's idea of the time wave thing, how we're spiraling quicker and quicker, it'll be here before we know it if you follow that kind of time wave theory.
And I tell you, if some people don't decide to do it, that's cool. Maybe they're not ready, or they don't want to, or whatever.
Exactly. And Tom, to me, it's not really about the date. It's about finding yourself. And if 2012 comes and goes without a hitch, what have you lost? But look at everything you've gained. You've helped